Hi, welcome back to the Launch Point Leader podcast. My name's Lori.
And this is Beau.
And we're excited to be back here another week reading a letter that a listener has written in. If you want to write in a letter, you can write us at advice@launchpointleader.com. Today, our letter says, Dear Launchpoint, I recently found your podcast and have listened to a few episodes. I appreciate your take on leadership and have taken a few of your ideas into my business and leadership. You've referenced a few times your coaching services, and I wanted to hear more. I'll be honest, I've been a business owner for over 10 years, and friends over the years have used a coach from time to time, but I've never felt like it was something I needed. My business does well, and we're coasting along, but I have the feeling that we're not reaching our full potential. I'm considering coaching, but I'm not 100% convinced it's worth the investment. So I guess my question is, what's the benefits of bringing on a coach? As a business owner, did you ever use a coach before becoming one yourself? Thanks. I hope my question doesn't come across as harsh. I genuinely want to understand your perspective and hear more about your services. Sincerely, curious about coaching.
Yeah, I mean, great question.
Yeah.
Short, sweet. So I think the answer is pretty short and sweet, too. I would say, yes, I get the whole, I've had 10 years as a business owner. Like, I kind of know everything I need to know about my business. Yeah. You said it's coasting along. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's not accelerating along the way that you would like for it to. I think one of the things that comes to my mind is good is the enemy of great. Mm. So I think as you're thinking about coaching, my personal experience before becoming a coach, one of the reasons we started this company is because of the relationship and the benefits that a coach I had years ago brought to my life and my businesses. And so the answer to your question is yes, I have used a coach in the past.
Right.
And it has been unbelievably beneficial. And I was super skeptical going into it. I didn't seek out a coach. Someone asked me if they could pilot this program and come into our business and bring an outside coach and listen to our leadership team meetings. And they were going to do this for 6 months, one a week for 6 months. And I was like, this sounds really awkward.
Right.
But sure, they could come in. And I was in a place in my business where I was winning some, but not with consistency. We were kind of coasting. And I'm like, what is this person from the outside going to tell me about my business? Well, fast forward 6 months, and I'll never forget the last meeting that I didn't pay for his services that I came to. I went into that meeting and I said, I can't wait for you to see what's wrong with my people. Like, you're going to see what
you're telling him.
I'm telling him because I am so fed up. And at the end of the meeting, I think I may have shared this before. At the end of the meeting, he pulls me aside and I said, did you see what I'm talking about? He said, man, did I ever. But let me tell you, the only problem that I saw in that group is staring at me right here. And it's you.
Ouch. And
I said, okay. I was offended at first, but that started about a 7-year relationship with this coach for me. His name's Tim.
Yeah.
Still speak to Tim today, but he changed what he was doing. And I miss that relationship because, so here's the benefits. So personal story, here's the benefits though. It's great to have somebody that doesn't know your business, but that knows leadership, knows relationships, and knows teamwork, who can come into your particular business and help you with those things because they unearth blind spots that you don't even realize you have. They unearth opportunities that you don't realize are there because you're focused on your business and I know how to do it. It is just a fantastic, and the great thing is they're paid. So it's not like it's this, they can't offend me or they can't say what they need to say because they work for me.
Right.
I mean, I guess ultimately if you hire them, if you hire us, we do work for you.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's a fee-based relationship first. And our job is to help you reach your objectives and make you better.
Right.
And so for me, Tim did that for me in a very real way that made me want to do this business with you.
Yeah.
So
that story really makes me think early on when I was running one of your restaurants with a coworker, you would sit in on our leadership meetings with our director teams. And we would stay back after and you would give us feedback. And I think it was maybe some of the scariest meetings, but I think it's why I feel comfortable. Like if I'm leading a meeting with a team now, I don't really sweat it. I feel confident in, I know how to prepare. I know how to lead. I know how to facilitate really well. And so I think it's cool.
Which is another service we offer.
Right, exactly.
By the way.
Leading into all the different services. But how Tim doing that with you and then you doing that with your team, and now I'm able to do that with others, like it really helps.
Yep.
And I think another great perspective to look at it when you think about coaching and what benefits you want from that is coaching doesn't have to be general. The thing about hiring on service is it's very custom to you. What do you want to work on with your team? You mentioned some things like teamwork building. We do things like, I think you're a great coach for helping people build their vision and casting that to your team. Some of your language, and you're talking about coaching, maybe it's getting in and having an outside perspective that's going to help you find where you have opportunities to boost the next level. You said good, so you made it great, So I think remembering that you get to pick the journey, and it doesn't have to be, there could be long 7-year term commitments.
Absolutely.
It could be a 6-month commitment
Absolutely.
that you want to try it out and work things on. But I think until you can get an outside perspective that forces you outside of your comfort zone of where you're kind of at sitting at kind of your tenured, what to expect in your day to day, it can just be so valuable.
Yes. And I think that the other point about having an outside coach is when they're speaking with you as the business owner, or they're spending time with you as the business owner, they have one objective,
right.
and that is to help you achieve what you've told that person you want to achieve. And they're going to come with their tools and their resources,
right.
and give you that focused energy. Versus as a business owner, you're spinning a million plates at a time.
Right.
And so the thing that you're working on with that coach, you're not giving as much attention and time to it as that coach is giving to it for you.
Yeah.
So I think that is another way to think about it, is if it's really important to you, that coach, that's all they're spending their time on.
Absolutely.
While you have all this other stuff to do. But I think it's even worth exploring, just because you never know how great you can be, in my opinion, unless you get some outside perspective that doesn't know your business, doesn't know all the ins and outs and why things are the way they are, but somebody that can come in and go, why do you do that way?
Right.
Because it doesn't make any sense to me on the outside. And I'm not talking about how you make a widget. I'm talking about why do you organize your business and your resources in the way that you do, because it doesn't look like it should be that way to me. Yeah. And just having that relationship where somebody outside can challenge you is, if you really want to be a great leader, I don't think you can be a great leader without having that. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah. And we've talked before about like the benefit of building relationships and seeking mentorships. And I think that coaching doesn't take the place of those, but a mentor also can't take the place of a coach.
That's right.
You can't expect that level of intentionality and really just laser focus into the business, like you've been saying. So I think it's having both is very important. And I also think it's worth it to mention, like, there are different coaches that specialize in different things. I think our niche and what we're really helping is leaders that want to build their vision, work with their teams, and grow people. Maybe you as a coach need more like fractional COO work.
Yeah.
We are always happy to like have that initial conversation, and we have some great resources we could plug you into with a coach that's the right fit for you. So don't always hear us say like, we're selling just us. We don't want you as a customer just to have you. We want it because we believe that we can uniquely come in and benefit your business.
Absolutely.
It's really important to say too.
Agree. Totally agree. So maybe we get to hear from this person here in the future.
Yeah.
And we can kind of engage in some coaching with them, or at least help you get to where you want to go. But I would just say, last thing is don't have a wall. Don't have a wall about coaching. At least give it a try.
Absolutely.
And I think it will be something that you will not regret whatsoever.
Yeah. And I think that's something really important. Most coaches offer this, but on our website as well. If this person curious about coaching, you can reach back out via email, but anybody listening can email us or on our website. There's so many options just for a free consultation. And all that is just a quick 20, 30-minute conversation where we learn about your business. And that's where we can say, yes, here's what we can provide to you. Here's a custom plan made just for you. No two businesses are the same. No package is going to be the same. Or we say, hey, you could need help in this situation. Here's a referral that we can give you. But it's a free, no cost, no risk in that situation, So definitely even if you're just curious about learning more, reach out via our website. There's tons of opportunities. You can email us at advice@launchpointleader.com, and we would love to meet you where you're at. And just see how we can benefit you and your teams.
Well said.
Thank you very much. Anything else you want to add?
I've got nothing.
All right. We look forward to hearing from you all soon.
Yes.
But thank you so much, Curious About Coaching. I really appreciate just your honest question, and those are the kind of things, maybe it's not some big issue in your business. Maybe it's just something you want to learn more about our company or just something you read about. We would love to answer those for you. If anyone listening would like to write us in, you can always send in your question to advice@launchpointleader.com. Thank you.